Hey, this is Andrew Brown, and we are back taking a look at Document Intelligence Studio and specifically how to train a custom model. There could be a way to do this programmatically, but for our purposes, this should be good enough. So let's go ahead and get to it. So we have two: extraction model and classification model. Which one should we train? I mean, I wrote to do extraction models. Let's go ahead and do that. Apparently they have videos here. If there are videos to make this super easy, we'd love to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and click through and figure this out. So let's say my extract model, and we'll just say this is my description. We'll go ahead and hit continue, and we'll choose our description. We will make a new group here. We'll call this Doc AI Studio. I'm just going to put 2. Put any number you want there, just because I have one deleting. I don't want to have a conflict here. We're going to create a new resource. So my doc AI resource. I'll put some random numbers here. I'm going to choose East US. I'm going to choose standard since I'm pretty comfortable with standard. I'm going to go with whatever the latest one is here. And then we'll choose our training data source. So this, do we have to have this set up beforehand? So it looks like we do have to have some data set up prior to this. And that is going to be something I'm going to have to figure out. So give me a moment and let me go find some data for us to work with, okay? All right, so I'm going to have to create some documents for us, basically some forms. So I'm going to open up Word, make some documents, export them to PDF, and then I'll share them in the repo. I'm not going to share that on screen because I don't think you want to watch me making forms. It's not super hard to do that. But give me a moment. I'll be back in just a moment with 5 documents that we can utilize. I'm going to try to make the examples a little bit complex for our use cases, okay? So I just want to show you that I went out to the internet. I just searched for like a D&D form, and I'll just try to fill this in with random data for 5 of them. Save those to PDF, and we'll be back in just a moment, okay? All right, I'm back. I've created 5 PDFs, and I'm just going to place them here in the repo so that if you want to go ahead and utilize them, you can too. It was quite the pain to generate PDFs. I'm not sure why it takes so long to turn docs into PDFs, but that's okay. So here I'm just going to make myself a new folder. This one's going to be called Custom Extraction Model Document. We'll just say doc here, and I'm going to grab these 5 PDFs and drop them in here. So these are D&D sheets. They're not fully filled out, but they're filled out enough that they should serve our purpose. Or we'll find out if it doesn't work out as planned. Yeah, we'll find out here in just a moment. So they said we're going to need a storage account. So we'll go ahead and make one right now. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new one. And this will be a new workload. This will be doc AI custom model. And we'll just call this doc custom AI. Some numbers here. I'm going to stick with East US if we can. Not sure why this is giving me such odd options here. Say East US. There we go. Primary service. Yep, blob storage. There we go. They've changed the UI here since just working with this recently. Literally yesterday, they've changed the UI on me here, which is not great because that can really mess up a lot of my videos. So here we have primary workload. Why are they asking me so many darn questions? What? Why? Like, why do we even have to answer these, or can I just leave this blank? Let me go here and say, Dex, can I do that? What the heck? Azure, please, please stop making useless changes. They're just making things more confusing. So go ahead and create that. Notice I did not have to tell it its primary workload. Maybe the primary service probably do have to select. But we'll go ahead and deploy that and wait for that to be ready, okay? All right, so that is now deployed. We're going to make our way over to back to our document intelligence studio. We'll go ahead and create ourselves a project. So we'll say my new project. I do not care about description. We're going to choose, or description, I should say. And in here, we'll have our doc AI custom model. We'll create a new resource, my doc AI resource. We'll just put some numbers here in the end. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with East US here today. I'm going to go with standard. We're going to go continue. And then we want to have our training source. And, oh, could we have just created one here initially this entire time? All right, well, that's fine. But we will have to create some blob storage here. So let's go ahead and just say, my blob. And we will have to upload those files there. I'm going to leave it to no folder path, and we'll go ahead and create that project. While that is going, I'm going to go over to here, and it should eventually show us this here. We'll go over to containers. We should get a container here. So I'm going to wait for this to finish provisioning, and then I'm going to add those models in there, okay? I mean, those PDFs, sorry, yeah. All right, so here we are, and apparently we can just drag our data in here. That's even easier than me having to place it into blob storage. Give this a refresh here, and yeah, it is there now. But I guess this is drag and drop, so I have them all off screen here. Just gonna go ahead and drag them on in. And it says start labeling now. So we provide two ways to start your labeling process. However, if you need to label a particular document, you can skip this step and proceed. So we have run layout or auto label. Let's go with auto label. And oh, I'm not exactly sure what we would do here. Maybe we'll go back. I wasn't expecting that. So I guess just run the layout. Because those models didn't look exactly how they would fit for ours, so I wasn't sure what to pick there. Okay, and it looks like it has found some data. It's going good so far. Okay, and so now I imagine it's basically selected stuff. Okay, then we would just basically tell what field this is. So we just say character field. There we go. And zoom in here. So this one is race, field, class, field. So you're starting to get the idea here. And so I'm just gonna, hopefully I don't have to go through every single field here, but we'll go ahead and train this. And we'll just give it a, my D&D ID and detect for D&D. And we'll say neutral, that's fine. We'll go ahead and hit train. And we'll go to our models. And we're waiting for this to run. So I'm going to run this, and I'm going to wait till it completes, okay? All right, so I'm just taking a look here, seeing how our model's doing. I'm assuming at some point it will be done here. I'm just giving this a nice refresh here. It says it's running. Okay. Well, oh, by the way, did we go through all our sheets and label them? No, we didn't. We didn't, but oh well. I mean, as long as it tries to extract out some information, that's fine. But, if you're doing this for real, you'd obviously go through and label all of them. They had the auto labeler, but I just didn't trust it because it didn't seem like it would fit any of our stuff. But again, just waiting for this to finish. I'm going to go look up how long this takes, okay? All right, so after waiting a while, it looks like our model is ready. So maybe we can go ahead and test our model out. So mark files to be updated, uploaded to the training data set. Okay. So, I mean, I'll just test with an existing document. Now, of course, probably you'd want a new document for this. And we will run the analysis against our new document. And there we can see some extraction of information. So it gives you kind of an idea in terms of how you would go ahead and utilize this. But yeah, that's pretty straightforward there. Now, how would you work with this programmatically? I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure there is some way that you would be able to access yours because, yeah, it seems like there would be some kind of endpoint or something. But for the purpose of certification, this is all you really need to know here. Okay, so we're just going to keep it simple there. And I guess just clean this up. So I think I committed these. Here, I'll just commit these files in case, well, obviously you'll want them for later. So if you want to follow along here yourself. But we'll go over to whatever this resource group is here and just tear this down. So this is this one here. And I'm going to go ahead and delete that there. And I think That should get rid of everything. The reason I say that is because we've trained that model, but where that model could be as a resource, I'm not sure. So yeah, I think it's getting teared down. So hopefully we don't have something lingering there. But yeah, there you go. And I will see you in the next one. All right. Ciao.